Okay, today I'm making curry, and I got beef broth, cabbage, broccoli, green bell pepper, zucchini, white onion, potato. I got beef that was in the freezer, defrosted it. I got 2 pots because I'm making enough for myself for about 2 days. They're heating up with oil in them. I have ginger, chopped garlic, coconut milk, curry paste, salt, pepper, turmeric, and obviously the oil that's in the pot, and lemon juice. So this is what I'm going to make myself for the hurricane so I can just relax and chill in my room. Power goes out. I got something to eat before I eat my emergency food. Okay, and let's get started. Okay, first you're going to put your garlic and your ginger in both of your pots. And you're going to follow up with your meat. Okay? Okay? And now you're going to add your pepper and your salt. Okay, I got my salt and pepper in here. Gonna stir that around a little bit. Okay, so I got the meat almost halfway cooked. Let me turn this up a little bit more. And I got this on between medium low heat. Okay. And now I am going to add all of my vegetables and saute them just a little bit. Okay, I got all my vegetables in, and I'm gonna go ahead and just saute some of this up together. Wait until they start wilting down a little bit, so that way I have space to add my my curry paste and my coconut milk. And I'm gonna give you guys a bonus. Okay, my bonus is going to be a beer. Instead of using water, I'm gonna use a 16-ounce red ribbon beer. I don't know how you pronounce that on top. They use this at my job to make like other sauces sometimes. It's a cheaper beer. I had one of these last night. It's okay. It's kind of like a Bud Light or a lager, I guess. It's just it's a regular. I think this is American. Is it American? Milwaukee, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely American beer. So I'm gonna put this beer divided in between both of my curries. I'm just waiting for all of this to kind of welt down a little bit. And it looks like I'm gonna have to put my coconut milk and my curry paste in another pot and then put it in here, because I have as you can see, I have a electric stove here in the house that we rent, and the heat's not constant. I guess cooking 2 things at the same time, doesn't put out as much. So I'm going to wait for this to kind of wilt down a little bit, and I'll come back and show you how I start my, I guess, the actual curry sauce. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this curry paste in with the beer, the coconut milk, lemon juice, turmeric, and beef broth. Also, before I make this sauce, I forgot to tell you guys, you need like cornstarch or some kind of starch. I got tapioca starch, um, only because it was like 50 cents or something at the Asian store I went to a couple months ago. So this is what I'm going to use to thicken up my sauce. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do like one pot at a time. So first I'm going to make one batch of sauce. This is the curry paste. I'm going to use maybe, let's say like tablespoon and a half. Let's do like 2 tablespoons. I want some flavor in my curry. So that is the curry paste. I'm going to put just a little bit of beer to loosen it up. And then I'm going to whisk that. I'm trying. Okay, so I got it loose a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to add about half of this beer. That seems about right. Let's milk the rest of this. Okay, and then I'm going to add 1 whole can of coconut milk. I'm hoping that's not too much coconut milk actually. Okay, maybe about I don't know, maybe like a teaspoon and a half of turmeric. Let's see how much I can get in here with one hand. Let's say like 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons. And then, let's see how much is this? 15 ounces. I just want to say like maybe like 1 cup of beef broth. Actually, not maybe. This is 1 cup of beef broth. Well, it's more like 3/4 cups, but do 1 cup. 1 cup of beef broth or stock, whatever you got, doesn't matter. Flavor is flavor. So I'm gonna whisk that all together. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of curry powder. I mean, not curry powder, curry paste. Man, that smells good already too. Do about 3 tablespoons. You don't have to put that much in there. 2 tablespoons is enough, obviously, for all of that. I just really like the strong flavor. But if you just want it like just a regular curry, just do the 2 tablespoons. Okay, I'm gonna whisk that together, and then I'm gonna pour this into this pot. I gotta stir both of these up together because the oven's starting to heat up again. Actually, and I'm gonna bring this up to a boil before I pour it in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tapioca starch, put it in here with a little bit of water, cold water. Actually, I'll do it in this cup. Put it in there with cold water. Put it in this pot with this, actually, while this is boiling. Whisk it, and then put it into the pot. That way the sauce will be almost ready before, oh, I'm spilling. Before I put it in there, and then all I have to do is wait for it to thicken up and wait for everything in the pot to actually cook. So I will be right back. Okay, so I got maybe a tablespoon and a half of the tapioca starch in this cup right here. I'm gonna put maybe 2-3 ounces of water in here, and then I'm gonna put it in my pot. First, I'm gonna turn this up. Let that kind of either come to a simmer or a boil, and then I'm gonna put the tapioca starch, what do you call it, slurry, into the pot. Okay, so my sauce is starting to simmer just a little bit. Well, I just stirred it, so bubbles kind of went down. But it's starting to come together, starting to look a little bit darker because of all the curry paste dissolved. And then I have my cornstarch slurry. I added another tablespoon to it because I wanted it really thick. But if you want it thick sauce, 1 tablespoon. If you want to like regular sauce, if you want a regular sauce, 1 tablespoon. If you want a thick sauce, 2 tablespoons like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in here and stir. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Use a whisk. See, it's about almost done. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of getting a little bit thick there. Okay, so I got my sauce nice and thick, and it's coming to a boil. I'm gonna put just a little bit, maybe about a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of lemon juice. I don't want it too citrusy. I just want it to give it flavor. You don't really need that much lemon juice or lime juice. You use lime juice if you like. It just depends on what you like. So mix that in. If you put more than that in a batch this small, it's going to be very, very citrusy. You don't want it to be citrusy at all. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this into the pot. And I'm gonna repeat what I did for this side on the next side. And I'm gonna stir all of this together. Put it on low and kind of just let it simmer and boil for maybe about 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Whenever it looks like the sauces came together and all the vegetables are cooked all the way through. Okay, and that is my yellow beef curry. If you have somebody in the house that they can eat spicy food but not too spicy, just add a little bit of sugar to this towards the end, and just keep tasting it to your liking to see, if it's to the heat level that they can handle. But other than that, that's your curry. I am going to eat me some. Oh, damn. Yeah, that little bit of lemon juice I put in there, I can taste that in there. You be careful with the citrus. But other than that, this is delicious. Thanks for watching. Bye. So, I am in Walmart. Sorry about that. I am in Walmart. And it's supposed to be a hurricane coming. So I did my regular grocery shopping, which is like all of these. Sorry about that. All of this. But instead of buying all fresh stuff, I bought all this ramen, instant pasta, all this other stuff that I usually don't get. So it looks like I'm a crazy lady with a bunch of stuff in my basket. But I just wanted to vlog that. It's Walmart. I'm in line waiting for water.
I wonder if the line, like...
Well, I got my water and all of my stuff. So now I'm gonna try and see if I can go make something to eat. Okay, I was gonna make some curry, but there's too many people in the kitchen. Excuse me. So I put this sourdough bun in the oven. So I'm gonna snack on this with some jalapeno Snyder's little pretzel pieces, some bumblebee albacore tuna, some queso fresco, and some garlic aioli. Well, it's not really garlic aioli, it's basil, garlic, sriracha, lemon juice, salt, pepper. Basically, it's garlic aioli with basil in it and a little bit of sriracha to make it spicy. I like it. I'm gonna eat this with my tuna and my bread and my cheese and my pretzels and my bread again.